What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Relius is welcoming us back to the wilderness today, where we have not just one, but we have two brand new 5-star Fauns heroes. And I must say they've maybe done something decent with the art, because I'm not sort of crying my eyes out looking at these two new beauties, because they seem to be pretty cool. They seem to have some attitude. So let's see if they've got the skills to back that up. So I don't know which one we'll start with. Let's start with the purple one first, not you. You will get your turn, don't worry. We will start with our newest hero, which is Morde. And she is, of course, a dark hero. She is part of the woodland fawn family. So you can see she's got those horns on her head and the weird looking ears. And if you sort of zoom out, she's got those hooven legs. And she's also got a tail with some bangles on. It looks like she's kind of like the punk chick of the Fauns family. I kind of like it. Put it that way. I really do like this. They definitely diverted from where they were going with some of the other ones. But anyways, so she is of the Fawn family. So what the heck does that mean? The woodland fawns get a bonus from 1 or 2 heroes, which is a 75 or 100% chance to resist any mana reductions and mana status ailments. Each successful resist by the family gives the character 5% mana. That's super duper strong. So mana reductions, who's the best tank in the game at the moment? Probably Fergus, arguably so. But his biggest skill is that massive mana reduction. You've got Hrothgar, who's also really prominent. His biggest skill is mana reduction. These heroes get at least a 75% chance to resist mana reductions and mana status ailments, and each successful resist gifts them 5% mana. So I can't stress how good that family bonus is. Not just that, but they also get either 50 or 100% more damage against minions. So you've also got some really strong tanks appearing at the moment that summon minions, like Moonbell is an absolute pain in the behind. And yeah, she summons these mega minions that are really super difficult to deal with. So yeah, it is against regular minions, but it's still probably the best family bonus. I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Woodland Fawn family bonus is the best one. Now move on to the passives, and the same kind of theme is continuing. Resistance against insanity. So not only do they resist the mana effects, mana cuts, reductions, etc., they have innate resistance against insanity. So that means you can use them in the insanity wars without making yourself go insane. And it also means you can use them in the Investigators and Cultists event that we have. And they resist insanity. So that's awesome. They also resist attack reduction. So this character has innate resistance against attack, status ailments, status ailments, stacks, and wither effects that reduce their attack. So she resists everything. Like, yeah. I'm kind of like, these woodland fawns are definitely growing on me in terms of the family bonus. I think they're probably one of my favorite. Like I said, I think the family bonus is the best in the game. Special skill boost as her ether talent. So at the start of the battle, her special is going to deal an additional 30% damage. That's good. We'll see if she's dealing any damage and whether that makes a big difference. So stats wise, let's switch off the max power. I can see that power creep has resumed. She's at 1171 on the power creep, so we're going up a little bit incrementally, but still going up. I wish we would just stay exactly where we are, but that can't happen. Okay, 1223 attack, 1118 on defense, and 2179 health. So really solid stats. A bit more attacking, which I do like if she's dealing some damage. Now, her special skill is called here, Catch. I love the sound of the special. So let's see what it does. She deals 500% damage to the enemy with the lowest remaining HP. Okay, so you cannot target. That's kind of sucky. She deals 260% damage to all other enemies. She's running at average speed. It's a decent amount of damage. She gets enhanced dodge. So the caster gets plus 60% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage. This effect lasts until the caster successfully dodges 3 times. Okay, after the enhanced dodge ends or is removed or replaced, the caster gains 10% mana. Man, the problem is I really like everything else about this hero except for the special. And when you like everything about a hero except for the special, that kind of makes it not the best hero. Like, so a bit disappointed, if I'm honest. I mean, let's break it down part by part. So first of all, the damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. So you cannot target who you want to target. So let's say you have an enemy that's just revived and they have 1 HP, and you have another enemy that's right next to them that you could easily do with a 500% snipe on, because you know that you can at least cut them down or maybe even kill them. But no, Morde is going to target Morde is going to target the one that has 1 HP. That's the biggest problem about this, is 500% is a lot of damage. Her attack stat is super duper high, but she's wasting it on the enemy with the lowest remaining HP. And then she's dealing the lower amount of damage to all of the other enemies, which you may or may not need. It's okay, 260% damage, but the problem is that 500%, how often is that actually going to hit for 500%? You got to ask yourself. And I will, because that doesn't seem very good to me. The enhanced dodge. So it's not for everyone. First of all, it's only for the caster. So the caster gets 60% chance to dodge, which is cool. And it's only special skills that deal damage that she dodges. So she can't dodge effects like Dispel, because that is something that can be dodged, or anything else that is a special skill that doesn't deal damage. She can only dodge special skills that deal damage. She can't dodge normal attacks either with that, which is okay because it's kind of made to stop her from taking damage. But the problem is it's only to herself, and it's not to everybody else. And as we know, there are so many heroes in the game at the moment that just don't miss. That dodge as a skill, even an enhanced dodge as a skill, is really just not as strong as it used to be. Plus, on dodge, there is no specific effect. There's no specific after effect. So it says, yeah, after the enhanced dodge ends or is removed or replaced, the caster gains 10% mana. But again, it's just 10% mana for the caster. And then you're again going to be firing 500% damage at the target with the lowest HP, which doesn't work. And you're back in this vicious cycle with this hero, which is really, really annoying. And yeah, I'm really, really annoyed. So yeah, like, I don't know what else to say about this hero. Like, in fact, I do. Like, I really think that she is a trashy hero. I don't think that she's a hero that's going to enhance your roster in any way, shape, or form. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. So I'm really unfortunate if you just pulled her and you've come here to see about how good she is, etc. Aside from the passives, I'm really not a huge fan of this hero. So yeah, unfortunately, Morde, I think she needs a bit of a rework. Let's have a look at the other, and let's hope that she's better. So we've got Yolanda. Yolanda, she is a fire hero. Again, I really like the art, like the blade that's sort of drenched in blood. Whatever that is going around her, like, I know it's kind of tacky, but it looks pretty cool to me. So obviously she gets the same family bonus. We won't go over that again. She gets the same passives, resistance against insanity and attack reduction. And the team power is exactly the same. 1242 attacks, so a bit more on the attack, slightly lower on the defense, but really, we're really picking hairs here between the two. They're both just as good as one another when it comes to the passives and stats. And she gets the special skill armor, which I think is probably a bit more useful of a skill, because I think these are good defensive heroes. I'm not going to say great defensive heroes because we don't know yet, but I think they're good defensive heroes just because of the family and passives. And I think that having the ether talent like this, where you can reduce the damage from special skills, does have a better impact for a defensive hero. So let's move on to the special. Without any ado, it is called Captivating Illusions, and she's running at average speed as well. So at average speed, she's going to be dealing 450% damage to the target and nearby enemies. That one I like. That's decent. I can work with that. Enhanced dodge. Again, the caster and nearby allies get plus 55% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage. The effect lasts until the allies successfully dodge 3 times. This is going to be exactly the same, isn't it? After the enhanced dodge ends or is removed, one random enemy, okay, it's not, gets negative 55% accuracy for 3 turns. So the caster and nearby, yeah, this is so much better already. And then after it's removed or replaced, one random enemy gets negative 55 accuracy for 3 turns, and one random enemy takes 684 bleed damage over 3 turns. And that's with max limit breaks and emblems. Without the max limit breaks and emblems, 483. That's not a lot of bleed damage. So yeah, the effect being removed or replaced, yeah, the accuracy is a cool skill for defense. But I don't think that there's really a massive punishment for you removing the dodge. I feel like there should be more punishment. I mean, she certainly looks like she wants to punish you for being a very bad boy. So anyways, I feel like there should be a more punishing part at the end. But I like the damage. So this one's a million times better than what we just looked at with Morde. Yolanda is going to be the one you want. 450% damage to the target and nearby enemies is awesome. That's a massive amount of damage. She is built the right way. And then the dodge is cool because it's at least it's to the caster and nearby, instead of just the caster like we saw with Morde. And they're running at the same speed, so I really don't understand why they need to do that. Hers is only 5% less than Morde, so 55% chance to dodge. So that's better than 1 in every 2 special skills that deal damage. And the dodge will stick around until they've successfully dodged. So any ally that's got it has successfully dodged 3 times. I feel like that's going to be more useful on offense because at least you've got something to work with then. So the last bit, like I said, is neither here nor there. Like I could live with or without it, although I do like the reduced accuracy for defensive teams. I think this hero is really good. So, I mean, it doesn't take, this is proof that it doesn't take that much to make a pretty crappy hero, which is what I would call Morde by today's standards. Aside from the stats and the passives and everything else, we're talking about specials, but it doesn't take that much of a difference to turn a pretty crappy hero into an absolutely brilliant one. So yeah, out of these two, Yolanda's definitely winning for me. I'll put her all the way up in the S tier. I think that she's going to be really good on offense, on defense as well, and really, really fun in terms of having like 1,000,001 ways to block things and just such good mana resistance that it's, you know, it's going to make them super effective against some of the strongest heroes in the game. That being said, please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about Morde and also what you guys think about Yolanda. I'm always interested to hear your thoughts. Do let me know in the comments. Drop us a like. Subscribe to the channel. If you guys aren't subscribed already, what the heck is going on? I must let you know, I am going to be having some courtesy of Small Giant. They are working on giving us out some gift codes, some redemption codes, and the rewards, I'm going to say this now, the rewards are going to be, you don't want to miss them, put it that way. They seem to be really, really decent. And yeah, massive thank you to Small Giant for sort of pushing that through for us. We don't quite have them yet, but I feel like it's coming, and it's coming very soon. So if you want to be notified of videos, please do hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share it with your mother, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now.